I didn't have any actual artists to encourage me. I just had heroes that I looked up to when I started in music. Reba was always a big inspiration for me just because she was such a huge household name, superstar, and she was from the same area of the country I was from. She's from a little town in Oklahoma, not far from Ada, Oklahoma. And outside of that, you know, Earl Thomas Conley was a hero, of course, Garth. Anybody that was popular as I was growing up listening to music, I thought was the coolest people in the world. I can only speak for myself. Music is something that takes me out of reality for a minute, and whether it's a stupid song like one of mine or it's a serious song that makes you cry, you know, it's kind of an escape from reality. That's what it is for me anyway, and that's why I love it so much. You know, I think music has been a gift on a lot of different levels for me. It was something that it's unexplainable that I had this passion, this urge that I was born with. There's really nobody else musical in my family. I was just born with this thing about me that I couldn't get over, and it was an obsession with music, whether it was singing, songwriting, the instruments, producers. I was just fascinated by music, and it truly did, I think, some points in my life, it saved my life. What makes the Voice special is we actually take time to work with these artists and try to affect change in their ability to be a performer and a recording artist and things of that nature by the time they have their run on this show. You know, I think when people audition for The Voice now, I would say 95% of them are already a fan of the show, and they've been watching and they know how the game is played. And they have ideas coming into it, maybe as to what coach they want to pick. But I think any ideas they have beyond that, those ideas are going to be pretty much flushed out immediately because this is a animal, this show. And yeah, you know how the battles work, but until you experience it and you experience that kind of pressure and that kind of bond and competition that you create with your teammates, it's a hard thing to become comfortable with. But the ones that do, those are the ones that move forward. You know, I like to refer to Alicia as silent but deadly. And what I mean by that is, you know, you don't realize it because she's kind of a soft-spoken. She's an artist whisperer. That's what she is. And before you realize it, she has said something that could possibly have changed this person's life. And that's how it feels. I mean, she says things that the whole room they're kind of taken back, and it's so impressive, and it connects so well that she's deadly. She's silent but deadly. I've known Kelly for about 10 years now, and we've been great friends. And in fact, you know, to the point where she's such great friends, she ended up marrying my manager. And it's just been great to see her career grow and take off like it has, and also to see her personal life probably become the ultimate dream come true for Kelly, as I know her as a friend, and I love that. I love her. She is not fun to be in competition with, though, I can tell you. It doesn't make it easier to be Kelly's friend going into this thing in a competitive nature. She definitely will go for the throat. You know, I think the Voice has become the most popular singing competition show for a lot of reasons, but I think mostly it's because we approach this show in a way that we feel like the record industry should be approached, which is talent's first. Talent is the first thing that matters. Of course, a lot of different things come into play over the course of a season, and a lot of that has to do with the coach influence. A lot of it has to do with you know, who makes a connection out there with the fan base, but it all begins with the Voice, and I think fans of music appreciate this show for taking that approach.